Alright, children, so here we are. Now, last time we had started off with the chapter A Truly Beautiful Mind. Now, I want Lavanya to recapitulate for the whole class what we have studied till now in A Truly Beautiful Mind. Yeah, are you speaking?
I'm speaking. This story is about a very famous scientist named Albert Einstein who discovered the theory relativity between mass and energy. He was born on 14 March 1879 in German city of Ulm, and his mother used to think he was a freak because his head was very large. And at the age of 2.5, he first spoke when he was at the age of 2.5, which was he said that this one day at the dinner table he said that the soup was too hot, and that was the first time he spoke in his whole in his because he thought his father and mother asked, why didn't you speak if it's for such a long time. He said that because till then everything was in order, but today the soup was too hot, that's why I said this. And he was a very lonely child. He used to not stay with other people. He used to be always with himself. He was very interested in mechanical things. Once his sister was born, he asked his mother, where are her wheels, how will she walk. So he was very interested in mechanics. And his headmaster, the school which he used to study, his headmaster told his parents that he will never make a success at anything. Einstein also used to play violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to, and he was a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining a skill throughout his life. But Albert Einstein was not a bad person. He was not a bad student. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family was moved when he was 15 months old. And Einstein hated the school's regimentation because he used to not like discipline. He used to think that I should be free while I'm learning. And that's it. We did it till here.
Okay. Now, one of you in the class, who will tell me from where to where did Einstein's parents shift? What are the 2 or 3 cities that his parents have shifted? Niyati,
From
I would
Earth
answer.
to Mina.
Who's answering? Niyati, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. They shifted to Munich when he was at the age of 15.
एक सेकेंड बच्चों, एक बात बताओ, तुमने मेरे मुंह से कब म्यूनिच, मुनाइक, when have you heard this from my mouth? I think all the time I have been pronouncing it as Munich. It is Munich, right? अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो दोबारा बोल लो मेरे साथ. It is Munich. Mu and Nick. So please don't pronounce it anything else, right? Munich. हाँ नियति बोलो. So कहाँ से म्यूनिक गए वो?
Munich to Milan.
Munich to Milan, but from where did they come to Munich? My question is that. From Ulm, they came from Munich, and from Munich they went to Milan. That's correct. Now, who will tell me how old was Einstein when they came to Munich from Ulm?
15 months old. 15 months old.
15 years. 15 years. 15 years.
Years की months फिर सोच लो मीरा आदित्य.
Months.
Ma'am,
हाँ यही होता है when we don't read the chapter again. No, this is called reading in between the lines. अब ध्यान से सुनो. When he was 15 months old, his parents shifted from Ulm to Munich. When he was 14 years old, they shifted from Munich to Milan. कोई doubt है अभी?
No, ma'am.
Right?
No, ma'am.
पढ़ते नहीं हो इसका मतलब तुम, हाँ? Okay. Just last question I'm going to ask, and who's going to answer? जिसने अभी तक हर्षिता तुम आंसर नहीं करते हो क्लास में. Can you unmute your mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Harshita. So please tell me, why did Einstein start playing the violin?
Ma'am, because his mother wanted him to play it.
And how was his relationship? I mean, what kind of a violinist was he?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of a violinist was Einstein?
He was really good at it.
And
Ma'am,
any other information you can give me?
ma'am, he started playing violin at a really early age.
Very good, Niyati. He was an amateur violinist. Amateur is the word I was looking for. He never took it up as a profession, but he was an amateur violinist, but very good at playing the violin. Very good, children. So स्वप्ना का तो माइक काम नहीं कर रहा. ऋषिका, तुम्हारा माइक काम कर रहा है? ऋषिका, नो. प्रेजल का माइक इज वर्किंग. चलो प्रेजल, स्टार्ट रीडिंग.
Yes.
Ma'am, the previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. After prolonged decisions, Albert got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland in a city which was no liberal than Munich.
Okay, wait, Praisal. तो देखो, I told you, no, that when Albert was 14 years old, that time his parents had moved to Milan. Now, why did I say it? Because of this word, the previous year. मतलब 15 years की एज में आइंस्टाइन ने अपना स्कूल छोड़ दिया. उससे एक साल पहले, when he was 14 years old, Albert's parents had moved to Milan. And did Albert also go with them to Milan? No. He stayed back in Munich with his relatives to study in his previous school only. Then there was a lot of discussion when Einstein decided that I don't want to study in this school. There was a lot of discussion in the family. But ultimately, Einstein got his wish. That means जो उनका फैसला था that he's going to leave that school, that was granted to him. But this does not mean that he did not, that he has stopped studying. He continued to study, but he decided that now I am going to go and study in Switzerland. Now, इसके एक दो reasons थे. First and foremost is German was spoken in Switzerland at that time. वो लोग स्विट्जरलैंड में भी जर्मन बोलते थे. And दूसरा, the country of Switzerland was more liberal than Munich. Liberal होता है where you are willing to understand and respect others' opinions. That means people were not that rigid over there. People were very liberal over there. They used to respect, and there was not so many rules and regulations also. So Einstein को लगा that Switzerland is going to be a better place to study compared to Munich. And hence he shifted from Munich to Switzerland, and there he decided to continue with his studies. Praticha, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Praticha, please read. Paragraph 6.
Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. And after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with a walrus mustache.
Mustache. Okay. Walrus. Walrus is an animal. Okay. Now we come to know that Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics. So he's very, very intelligent in mathematics, and he was quite interested in physics also. And he finishes his school, and after school you go to a university. So he decides to attend the university in Zurich. But by this time, science was not the only thing in which Einstein was interested. And by the time he had finished his school and university, he had become a dashing young man, a very, very smart young man. So you can see the photograph. You know, at 21 years of age, Einstein looked like this. And he has this typical walrus mustache. आप देखिए उनकी mustache कितनी बड़ी bushy. So like a walrus, you all can go and have a look at the walrus's photograph. Walrus's upper lip is longer than the lower one. तो जैसे आइंस्टाइन की mustache ने पूरा उनका upper lip cover किया हुआ है. It's almost, it resembles like a walrus's mouth, right? So hence his mustache has been called as a walrus's mustache. And this is how now we remember Einstein. But there was a time when he was young, he was very dashing. Okay. Now after Praisal, Praticha, can you read?
Ma'am, may I? Yes.
Ma'am, may I?
Prateecha, from behind, we're going roll number wise, but in reverse order.
May I?
No, Praticha will read.
Yes, ma'am. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Maliva Merrick, whom he found to be a clever creator. This young Serb had came to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Einstein saw in her ally against the Philistines those people in his family and at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. The couple fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words. Mixing science and tenderness, wrote Einstein. How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work and on relative to a victorious conclusion.
Okay, thank you, beta. Now, you see, children, इस पैराग्राफ में पहले आपको ये वर्ड फिलिस्तीन्स समझना पड़ेगा. वैसे तो पैलेस्टाइन क्या है? इट्स अ डिस्प्यूटेड एरिया दैट इज नियर इजराइल, राइट? बट यहाँ पे हम उसको नहीं अल्यूड कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे फिलिस्तीन का मतलब क्या है? ये टर्म उन लोगों के लिए यूज किया गया है जिनके साथ हमारी बनती नहीं है. कई बार हमारे फैमिली में ऐसे लोग होते हैं ना जिनके साथ हमारी बनती नहीं है, जो हमेशा हमें अपोज करते हैं. ऐसे ही आइंस्टाइन की लाइफ में भी था. कुछ लोग ऐसे थे with whom he was constantly at odds. That means with whom he was constantly at a difference of opinion. उनकी बनती नहीं थी, उनके विचार आपस में नहीं मिलते थे. And it was not only people in his family, but also some people at the university. We already know that Einstein has a history of not liking his teachers, not liking the school's regimentation. तो ऐसे ही यूनिवर्सिटी में कुछ लोगों से उनकी नहीं बनती थी. He was at odds with them. और ऐसे लोगों को, पीपल ऑफ हिज फैमिली एंड पीपल एट द यूनिवर्सिटी, जिनके साथ आइंस्टाइन के अच्छे टर्म्स नहीं हैं, दे हैव बीन डिस्क्राइब्ड बाय द वर्ड फिलिस्तीन्स, राइट? मुझे बताओ, ये फिलिस्तीन्स वाला पॉइंट सबको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
क्योंकि ये बाद में बहुत बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम देता है. तो अब हम देखते हैं दैट ही हैज कम टू अ यूनिवर्सिटी, टू द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ज्यूरिक. And here we know that he is interested in maths also, he is interested in physics also. Side by side, he is also interested in a fellow student whose name is Mileva Merrick. Now this Mileva Merrick, she has been described by Einstein as a clever creature. कि बहुत तेज है, बहुत clever है, बहुत intelligent है. So Mileva's intelligence, it appealed to Einstein. He found her intelligence to be very, very attractive. Now, Mileva was a young Serb. This means she was from which country? She was from Serbia. तो Mileva कहाँ से थी? सर्बिया से थी. और आइंस्टाइन कहाँ से थे? He was originally from Germany. तो Mileva सर्बिया से स्विट्जरलैंड आई थी. And what was the reason? Because university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. क्योंकि उस टाइम पे, and I'm talking about the beginning of the 20th century, 1901, 1902. तो उस टाइम पे वुमेन इतना नहीं पढ़ती थी. और बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज नहीं होती थी जहां पर उन्हें डिग्रीज मिल सके, लेकिन यूनिवर्सिटी इन ज्यूरिक, नाउ वी ऑलरेडी नो दैट ज्यूरिक वाज अ लिबरल प्लेस, so University of Zurich was such a place where women could get degrees. तो माइलेवा ने अपना कंट्री सर्बिया छोड़ दिया था और वो ज्यूरिक में आकर पढ़ने लग गई थी so that she could get a degree. Now आइंस्टाइन को माइलेवा में क्या लगता था? That I have got a friend, I have got an associate who is going to help me against all these Philistines, who's going to help me against all these people in my family and people at the university जिनके साथ मेरी बात नहीं बनती है, जिनके साथ मेरे विचार नहीं मिलते हैं. And because Einstein saw her as a friend and an ally, they both fell in love. Now, till today, letters are there in which, their letters were very peculiar. So they are a mixture of science and tenderness. So they are talking about their love for each other, plus they are also talking about science. तो आज की डेट तक लेटर्स सर्वाइव करते हैं. और एक लेटर में आइंस्टाइन ने क्या लिखा था? That how happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion. So they both were working together on relativity, and Einstein says it will be a very, very proud day for me when our work on relativity will come to a conclusion, when we will be victorious, right? Any doubts still here?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
नियति, अब तुम्हारा रोल नंबर है, पढ़ो.
In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert to be assessing as a technical expert in patent office in Bern. While he was supposed to be assessing others people's intentions, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at the work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics.
Okay, Niyati, thank you. Now again, children, before I explain this paragraph, can somebody tell me what is a patent? मुझे क्लास बताएगी पेटेंट क्या होता है. नियति, म्यूट योर माइक. साइंस में सबने ये टर्म सुना होगा, पेटेंटिंग ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट और पेटेंट पेंडिंग. कौन बताएगा पेटेंट क्या होता है? डोंट टेल मी क्लास 9 स्टूडेंट्स डोंट नो व्हाट इज पेटेंट. जिया, तुम्हें पता है? Harshita says patent means it is originated by that person. Okay, to some extent you are right, Harshita. Anybody else knows what is patent? अब सब सर्च मार रहे हो क्या? Everybody is searching for it.
Ma'am, may I?
हाँ, स्वप्निल बोलो.
Ma'am, a document which gives the right of an invention.
राइट ऑफ एन इन्वेंशन, ये तो तुमने वहीं से पढ़ा है. अब एक्सप्लेन तो करो, राइट ऑफ इन्वेंशन क्या होता है?
Ma'am, a document passed by
I have read from Google. I also
which
read.
allows the person to invent anything.
अच्छा, मतलब अगर मुझे कुछ इन्वेंट करना है तो मेरे को पहले पेटेंट लेना पड़ेगा.
Copywriting.
कॉपीराइटिंग इज वन पार्ट ऑफ पेटेंटिंग. इसका मतलब, अरे 9th D तुम लोग को पेटेंट नहीं पता क्या यार? ओके, नाउ आई विल एक्सप्लेन व्हाट इज अ पेटेंट. जस्ट इमेजिन दैट आई एम अ साइंटिस्ट and I have been working and working and working and I discover something. आज के context में let me say that I have discovered a foldable phone. Yeah, I have discovered a foldable device which has got a TV, a phone, a camera, a laptop, everything inside it. Now, what a revolutionary design it will be. सोच के देखो, एक छोटा सा पॉकेट साइज डिवाइस है जिसमें 4-5 डिवाइसेस आपकी फिट हो जाएं. अब मैं तो इन्वेंटर हूं, अब मैं क्या करूंगी? नाउ इट इज अ रेवोल्यूशनरी डिजाइन एंड आई विल नाउ गेट इट पेटेंटेड. पेटेंटेड मतलब now that design is my right. So I have got a stamp कि ये तो मेरा ही डिजाइन है. Now anybody who wants to use it, अब वर्ल्ड में कोई भी जो ऐसी डिवाइस बनाएगा या कोई भी जो मेरे आइडिया को यूज करना चाहेगा, दैट पर्सन हैज टू पे सम मनी टू मी. बात समझ में आ गई? So there are so many things in this world, children, that have been patented. In fact, इंडिया में ऐसा नहीं होता है, but in foreign universities, even when you are a professor or you are a research student, वहां पे everybody tries to secure a patent, because एक बार आपको किसी चीज का पेटेंट मिल गया और लोग उसको यूज करने लग गए, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली एक मिलियनेयर और बिलियनेयर बन जाते हो. अंडरस्टूड? पेटेंट क्या होता है, सबको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So patent is like a document which says that you are the inventor or the originator of a particular thing, and from now onwards, अब अक्षिता ये तो लिख तो तुम सकती हो नेट से, पर समझाएगा कौन? Which says that you are the inventor or the discoverer of a particular thing, and from today onwards, anybody in the world who is using your discovery will have to pay some money to you. Right? हो गया clear? Children, I need some response. Clear हो गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या होता है? ओके बस. आइंस्टाइन की लाइफ में क्या होता है? He graduates from the university in 1900. By that time, he was already 21 years old. Now, as happens with all the graduates, he was a graduate and he was unemployed. तो उनको जॉब कब मिलती है? 1902 में. तो 1900 से लेके 1902 में तक वो क्या करते हैं? He starts teaching, so he becomes a teaching assistant. He also starts giving private lessons. And finally, in 1902, he gets a job. And what was the job? He was a technical expert in the patent office. That means आइंस्टाइन डिसाइड करते थे कि जिसने भी पेटेंट के लिए अप्लाई किया है, क्या वो एलिजिबल है कि नहीं, क्या उसको पेटेंट मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं. सो ही वाज द टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट of the patent office in Bern. Now, what was he supposed to do? He was supposed to assess other people's inventions. Assessing का क्या मतलब होता है? किसी चीज को examine करना, किसी चीज को जांचना, किसी चीज को what did you say?
I'm checking.
Check. Yes. तो वो जब लोगों की inventions को assess कर रहे थे, that time from 1902, what was he actually doing in his office? He was developing his own ideas. And अपना जो ड्रॉर था, उस ऑफिस में जो ड्रॉर था, वो उसको ब्यूरो ऑफ थ्योरेटिकल फिजिक्स बोलते थे. ब्यूरो क्या होता है? डिपार्टमेंट. तो अपने क्या वो थ्योरेटिकल फिजिक्स का डिपार्टमेंट था? नो, इट वाज एक्चुअली द पेटेंट ऑफिस. टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट, द ऑफिस ऑफ द टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट था. बट वो उसको मजाक में क्या बोलते थे? That it is actually not a technical officer's desk. It is actually the desk of theoretical physics. क्योंकि यहाँ बैठ के मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? अपने आइडियाज को डेवलप कर रहा हूँ. आई एम एक्चुअली वर्किंग ऑन माई थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी, एंड पेटेंट का काम तो मैं ऐसे ही साइड में कर रहा हूँ. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so who just read? Niyati read, no?
Niyati.
अब नियति, मीरा read.
Yes. Okay.
हाँ, बाद में खुश होना, पहले पढ़ो. चलो मीरा, hurry up. Paragraph 9.
One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks would not continue to show the same time if they came together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast. Relativity to other. From this forward, the world most famous formula which describes the relationship between mass and energy. E equals to mc square. In the mathematical equation, E stands for energy, M for mass, and C for speed. And light in vacuum about 300,000 kilometers square. When you sit with a nice girl
Okay,
for
okay.
2 hours,
हाँ ये पढ़ो मेरे.
okay, nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. When you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That's relativity. Albert Einstein.
Okay. So what happened was कि अब हम देख रहे हैं कि 1902 से आइंस्टाइन को जॉब मिल गई है एंड ही इज वर्किंग एज अ टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट इन द पेटेंट ऑफिस, बट एक्चुअली ही इज डेवलपिंग हिज आइडियाज ऑफ थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी. अब ये आइडिया को डेवलप होने में कितने साल लगे? 3 साल लगे. तो 1905 में द फेमस पेपर जिसका नाम था स्पेशल थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी, ये पूरा हो जाता है. नाउ माइंड यू चिल्ड्रन, इट हैज नॉट बीन पब्लिश्ड. पब्लिश ये बाद में होगा. अभी आइंस्टाइन ने उसको पूरा कर लिया है और उसमें उन्होंने क्या बताया था? अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, टाइम एंड डिस्टेंस आर नॉट एब्सोल्यूट. दैट मीन्स यू कैन नॉट परफेक्टली मेजर टाइम एंड डिस्टेंस. अभी तक हम क्या सोचते हैं कि टाइम मेजर्ड होता है, इतने मिनट्स हैं. डिस्टेंस मेजरेबल है, मीटर, सेकेंड, किलोमीटर, किलोमीटर, सेंटीमीटर्स. बट आइंस्टाइन की स्पेशल थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी ने बोला था कि हम टाइम को और डिस्टेंस को कभी भी अकेले मेजर नहीं कर सकते हैं. वी हैव टू मेजर इट इन रिलेशन टू समथिंग. जैसे कि आपके साथ भी होता होगा, इफ एन इंटरेस्टिंग क्लास इज गोइंग ऑन, आपको ऐसा लगता है जैसे अभी तो क्लास शुरू हुई है और अभी खत्म हो गई है, तो हमें क्या लगता है? टाइम बहुत जल्दी बीत गया है. और एक बोरिंग क्लास चल रही होती है तो we always keep on looking at our watch and the time doesn't seem to pass. Now, is it actually happening? क्या सच में ऐसा हो रहा है? No.
Yes.
But measurement of the time, देखने वाले को क्या लगता है कि टाइम जल्दी पास हो रहा है या टाइम स्लोली पास हो रहा है. So all this is relativity. That time and distance are relative to each other. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the intricacies of it. एक एग्जाम्पल बुक में भी दिया हुआ है कि मान लो आपके पास 2 क्लॉक्स हैं, दोनों एक्यूरेट हैं और दोनों आइडेंटिकल हैं, और उसमें से एक क्लॉक बहुत तेज स्पीड ऑफ लाइट से कहीं का चक्कर लगा के आती है. तो हम क्या सोचेंगे कि दोनों क्लॉक्स का टाइम अभी भी सेम होना चाहिए क्योंकि सेम टाइम बीता है. बट एक्चुअल में ऐसा नहीं होता. जब वो क्लॉक वापस आती है तो टाइम चेंज होता है, दोनों क्लॉक्स का टाइम चेंज होता है. किसी ने एक मूवी है इंटरस्टेलर, देखिए?
No, ma'am.
नोबडी. तो तुम लोग क्या मूवीज देखते हो? सारे हिंदी. सैम चुप रहे. हिंदी, सब हिंदी की मूवीज देखते हो?
No, ma'am.
हाँ,
No, ma'am. I generally watch. I have two TV channels, HBO and Star movies only.
वेरी गुड. HBO एंड स्टार मूवीज. तो उसमें इंटरस्टेलर नहीं देखी?
No, ma'am.
चिल्ड्रन, यू मस्ट वॉच दैट मूवी. नॉट टू से कि तुम आज ही अपने मम्मी पापा को बोल दो कि मैं तो पढ़ लिख नहीं रहा, हमारी तो टीचर ने बोला मूवी देखो, तो मैं तो मूवी देख रहा हूँ. बट वेन एवर यू डू गेट टाइम, because I know your parents must be having those Netflix subscriptions and Amazon Prime subscriptions and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, हाँ, very good. कौन है ये? Yes, ma'am.
No, I am.
तो आप अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ बैठकर you can watch the movie Interstellar. Interstellar movie is all based on the principle of theory of relativity. I will not give you any spoiler, but by the end of it, the father remains of the same age and his daughter, she becomes like 85, 86 years old and she dies. And it's all about time travel, and not time travel, it's all about the premise of the story is that, you know, the earth is almost destroyed. Earth rehne layak nahi rahi hai, so they are searching for other planets. So just
I'm
watch
like the movie Lucy, ma'am.
What?
Lucy movie की तरह ही है.
बेटा लूसी मैंने नहीं देखी है. आई डोंट वॉच ईच एंड एवरी मूवी. I only spend my time where it is easily utilized. नहीं, I have not seen Lucy बेटा, तो मैं आपको comment नहीं कर पाऊंगी. But why I am recommending Interstellar is because उसमें actually सारे principle को अच्छे से समझ में आ जाएगा आपको. बाकी मूवीज में क्या है, फिक्शन भी होगी तो हमें ये नहीं पता कि साइंस कहाँ खत्म होती है और फिक्शन कहाँ शुरू होती है. बट इंटरस्टेलर में ऐसा नहीं है. राइट चिल्ड्रन? तो दैट वाज ऑल फॉर टुडे. आई विल जस्ट एक्सप्लेन दिस पैराग्राफ टू यू. तो आइंस्टाइन ने 1905 तक अपनी थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी को he had worked on his theory of relativity, and he had said that according to theory of relativity, time and distance cannot be measured alone. They have to be measured in relation to anything. And he gave the very famous equation E is equal to mc square. अब कोई मुझसे ये नहीं पूछ रहा कि मैम अगर ये इक्वेशन है तो हमने अभी तक टाइम ट्रैवल एंड इंटरप्लैनेटरी ट्रैवल शुरू क्यों नहीं किया है?
मैम,
Yes,
Because it's not possible. It's not possible.
It is not
it is possible.
Ma'am, it is not possible.
Okay, can you listen to me? It is very much possible, children, the day we achieve this c means the speed of the light in vacuum. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम अभी तक वैक्यूम, स्पीड ऑफ द लाइट इन वैक्यूम से ट्रैवल नहीं कर पाए हैं. वी डोंट हैव एनी मीन्स to reach these 3000 kilometer 3 lakhs kilometer per second की स्पीड रीच करने का हमारे पास कोई तरीका नहीं है. The day we find this, everything is going to be possible and everything is very much possible. The equation states this. Understood? So the only hindrance is that we have not been able to find a way by which we can travel at the speed of light. Okay? Okay, I think that's it for today. Any doubts?
no ma'am.
No, ma'am.
मैम आपने होस्ट तो सारे उड़ाते हैं, अब डाउट.
होश मतलब?
हम लाइट की स्पीड, टाइम ट्रेवल, इतनी सारी चीजें हार्ट अटैक आते हैं.
Isn't it? It's so interesting.
यस मैम.
And I don't know, I'm an optimist. मैं तो believe करती हूँ कि एक ना एक दिन everything is going to be possible with all these nuclear fissions and मतलब basically हम speed of light में क्यों नहीं travel कर पाते? क्योंकि हमारे पास इतना powerful कोई engine नहीं है. गाड़ी का इंजन जिसमें जो कि 1000 cc 1000 हॉर्स पावर का होता है, वो भी मैक्सिमम 100 120 130 की किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड दे पाता है. अभी तक हमारे पास ऐसा कोई इंजन नहीं है जो हमें 3 लाख किलोमीटर पर सेकेंड की पावर दे पाए. द डे वी मेक सच एन इंजन, एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू बी एंड इज गोइंग टू बी सो वंडरफुल. Somebody will be coming from other planet to our school and studying, and it's quite fascinating to me. My son is laughing. Aditya says everything is possible. Yes, I totally agree with you people. ठीक है, अब टाइम मिले तो प्लीज इंटरस्टेलर देख लेना, मजे आएंगे. ठीक है? Right, that was all for today. You may start leaving the class, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू
Thank you,
मैम.
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you ma'am.